This is Care That Never Quits, presented to you by Goodwill Staffing.
Welcome back to Care That Never Quits, the podcast from Goodwill Staffing, Client Edition. And if you're a healthcare trying to keep your facility running smoothly, this episode is definitely for you. Today, we're talking about what it actually looks like to start working with a staffing agency. Not the sales pitch conversation, not vague fluff talk, but real talk. Because we get it. This stuff can be confusing, and the last thing that you need is one more thing that feels overwhelming. So here's what we're going to cover today. What kind of facilities we support, the size, type, and needs, what it means to still be able to hire independently or work with more than one agency at a time, the actual staffing and billing options you have, and a little spoiler here, it's a lot more flexible than you think, how the contract process works, and why having one in place early is very helpful, how quickly you can expect to get staff when you do need them, how we integrate with your team, not take it over, why we're built to support and not control. Lastly, we'll talk a little bit about what it's like to just have a conversation with us. No pressure, just support. Let's dig in. What kind of facilities do we work with? Am I too small? Are we too complicated? Are we too big? The answer is no, you're good. This is probably one of the most common questions that we get. Are we even the kind of facility that can work with a staffing agency? Short answer, yes. We've worked with big hospital systems that juggle surgical backlogs, remote fly-in clinics in the middle of nowhere Canada, privately run specialty centers, and long-term care facilities throughout urban and rural Canada. Size doesn't really matter. Complexity doesn't really scare us. What matters is that you're running a healthcare operation and you want to do it well without burning out your people or leaving any patients hanging. And that's where we step in. It doesn't matter if you need one nurse for weekend coverage or 10 for the next 3 months. We can help build that around you. We're not here to replace. We're here to reinforce. And this one's really important. A lot of times leaders think working with an agency means giving up control, and that's not the case at all. If you have an internal hiring process, keep it. You want to continue working with your favorite local agency too? That's fine. We're not here to push anybody out, but we are here to make sure that you're never stuck when things get unpredictable. A lot of times we work alongside HR teams, filling the urgent roles, while your internal folks can focus on long-term hiring. We offer extra support, not extra politics. And we always stay in our lane, unless you want us to help you pave a few new ones. You've got lots of options. Let's break them down. There's no one-size-fits-all, which is absolutely a good thing. We offer per diem shifts for last-minute coverage, contract placements to provide steady support for a few weeks or months. We offer temporary to permanent, which is kind of a try before you buy feature. And we offer direct hire services. We find the person and they join your team directly. Our billing systems are just as flexible. You always know the rates ahead of time, and you can see exactly how your hours are being filled through our real-time reporting tools. We'll tailor our fees depending on the type of support and volume that you need. And if you need to scale up or down as things shift, we've got room to flex. That's the whole point of what we do. So, what am I actually signing? And why sooner is better? This part stresses people out a lot more than it should. And I want to take the mystery out of it. A contract with a staffing agency should be clear and flexible. Our contracts are like setting the table. We're not actually serving the meal just yet, but we want you to know exactly what's on the menu. And in our contract, we cover the type of roles that we're supporting, the previously agreed upon billing structure, the timeline expectations to get you the staff coverage that you need, the type of credentialing and communication channels that we will use with you. And it's not binding you to use us for everything forever. But what it does is clear the runway so that when a need hits, we can respond fast. Typical contract negotiations take time. Getting them done in advance means that you are ready whenever the need happens. You don't want to be juggling paperwork while also managing a hallway full of patients and 2 sick calls. If the contract is already in place, we can respond in real time. And you're not stuck waiting for approvals because you're already covered. The short answer, faster than you think. And we know timing is everything. For common roles like registered nurses and healthcare aides in populated areas, we can often get you someone within a few business days. For more remote or specialized roles, it may take a little bit longer, but we will always tell you the real timeline and not the best case fantasy. The more we know upfront, your preferences, your systems, even your scrubs color, the faster we can match the right person. We don't take over. We plug in and back you up. If you've worked with agencies in the past who have overpromised and underdelivered, yeah, we've heard those stories too. Just want to state the record, it's not us. We take time to understand your workflows, your charting systems, your communication style, and we match not just by skills, but by culture and fit. Our recruiters, they've built real relationships with a national network of professionals, nurse practitioners, healthcare aides, admin staff, locum physicians, registered nurses, and our recruiters are people that we trust. So when we send someone your way, they're not just credentialed, they're prepared. We're here to support your team and not replace it. So let's talk, pressure-free. And if you're curious but not ready to commit, that's good. That's the right place to be. You can reach out to just talk. I'd love to hear more about your facility. Find out what's working, what's hard, what you'd like to change if you had the right support. We've got dedicated account managers who get to know your rhythm, your peaks, your valleys, your team. So when something comes up, we're already familiar and we don't have to start from scratch. We do regular check-ins, flag changes in provincial or national regulations, and stay ahead of seasonal staffing trends. So you don't have to. If you need to make a last-minute tweak, no problem. Happens all the time. The bottom line, a staffing agency should be a tool that you trust and not something that you tolerate. At Goodwill Staffing, we're here when you're ready. No pitch, just people who have been there and are ready to help.